So now the loads has been assigned to each node. So this is a one method. I also want to show you the another method in order to assign the demand. So I will go to the tool tab, click on the load builder. I will create a new study. So I will be using a unit. So this is another method to design design a demand to each node. So unit line method. So basically, this method is used when you have the data is not that much accurate. So this data is basically used. Okay. So in order to assign a demand to each junction, you have first to create a K factor. So basically, what is K factor? So let me explain it first. For example, you have a pipe connected between two nodes. So if I assign a 0.5 K factor, so what it will do that it will split the pipe in two portions, and half of the demand will assign to this junction and 50% of demand will be assigned to this junction. Okay. And if I took a value of, for example, 0.6, so what it will do, it will assign to 60% to a start node and 40% to the end node. So in such a way, the demand distributed by using a unit line method. So basically, this is not that much accurate method. So the most accurate method is basically the customer meters. So I will show you that inshallah after this method. So here I'm using a 50% or 0.5 K factor. So okay, let me create a field. So I'm assigning to a whole network the demand. You can also assign a specific network. For example, if you have added 13 or 15 pipes and you 13 junctions and you want to add separately the demand to that, so you can create a selection set for these junctions, and then based on selection set you can select that selection set, and you can create a selection. Okay, let me I will show you that how to create a selection set. So by using that selection set is that you can assign a specific demand to these junctions. So the gallon per day demand is about 951,205. 951,205. I only want to include the junctions. So what it will do, it will calculate a demand for each junction. Okay. Label is the unit line method. New alternative, unit demand. Okay. Finish. So 161 loads exported. So here you can observe, for example, here the demand, you can design a GIS demand. So if after designing it, you can observe the demand here, that much liter per second demand have been assigned to it. So basically the unit you can easily change it here, gallon per day. So basically that amount of gallon have been assigned to that node. For that the demand have been assigned. Okay, so this is the one method. Another method is to uh, I want to show you, for example, this is an imagery. I want to okay, I want to turn off these labels. I also want to turn off the season polygons and the surface as well. Okay, the pipe that comes in the manam here. So, selection labeling hydraulic model. Based on elevation. Elevation. Okay. Terbentuk pelekung cuma tak kari. Or for example, if you want to design a demand using a customer meter, okay, let me show you that how to create a selection set. So for example, if you want to create a selection set of these pipes, then you can select these number of pipe, or for example, if you want to design a demand to a specific junctions, so you can create a selection set of these number of junctions, and just click on selection set and create, or right click on the selection set and create selection set and give it to a name specific demand. So it can also be used for different purposes. So here I'm just showing you the one purpose. If you want to select this junction, so you can easy just click on this and select in drawing. So these specific junctions will be selected automatically. So now I want to show you that how to assign demand based on the customer unit. Okay, these are the customer meters. So for example, if you want to assign a junctions to each junction, so you have to survey that specific area. For example, where are the houses, where are the where are the masjid, madrasas, or market, shops, institutions like schools, colleges. So based on that, you can assign a demand to each junction. So uh, by using a customer meter, so by using the map, the geo reference map, you can assign the customer meter, for example, for each house here like this. You can easily count it from here. So this basically more plus. You should download it in a proper way that it can be seen easily. So creating each and every one will take more time. So therefore, it's enough to show you that how to use the customer method in order to design a demand to node. So I will go to the tool tab, then go to the load builder, internal data, customer meter load data. So now, in order to design a demand to each junction using customer meter method, so you can also use the customer meter aggregation or the near pipe method or the nearest node method. So these methods are basically same. You just have to design these. So I am using nearest node method. The node layer is all the junction only, and the customer meter is all the customer meters. So based on that, I want to design. So the label should be the customer meter, new alternative customer meter. So 59 total number of customer assigned. Okay. So I want to show you that there is the base demand here. Property here. So I will change it to the customer. So now you can observe that each meter nearest to the each node have been assigned to that specific node. So I will assign a unit demand, a unit load to each customer unit. So after assigning that demand to each customer meter, it will automatically add demand to that junction. So here I'm just showing, I want to show you that how to assign a demand to each customer meter. For example, I want to use the unit demand method. So first of all, you have to define a unit demand for that customer meter. You have to select edit, go to these are the different methods. You can manually define it here, and you can also import it from the engineering library. So I want to show you that the how to import it from the engineering library, and by using manual method you can easily, I think it's not that much difficult. You can explore it by yourself as well. So going to that, browse in the engineering library or import from library, I will go to the, so these are the different demands for different purposes. For example, you can observe this, that for the hotel residential area, it is about, the unit load is about 50.19 gallon per day, and the population unit are the guest. Similarly, for the hotel per customer. So, for example, I'm assuming that that specific customer meter is basically, I think I am assuming it that it is a market. For example, it is a market. So I will want to filter the, I want to find the market or the shop in order to assign that specific demand to that customer meter. Hotel, kitchen, present current. prison per employee, prison per inmate, resort home per employee, rest home per employee, restaurant. So for the restaurant, the demand has been designed based on the unit demand count, the report population equivalent. Basically, these are different methods, unit demand count. So based on the count, for example, the how much number of meal has been uh, cooking, the restaurant has preparing for their guest or for the people coming to this restaurant. So number of, by counting of number of meal per day. So by just multiplying that number of unit load, you can get the amount of water required for that restaurant. Video center, trailer, theater, okay, shopping center. I think it will be good to design. चलते कि shop market ना करी. Department store, toilet room, employee, taking coffee shop. So these are basically different, consist of maybe the market consists of basically different shops. So you can also add a specific library by yourself. So these are some basic library. So let me assign a I'm not finding the specific demand. So let me assign office. So I'm considering it as a office. So select it. So this basically unit demand. These are the employee, MP, senior resident. You can also, for example, if you want to create a demand by yourself, so based on the unit, for example, the unit demand is about 130 gallon per day and 30 units. So that demand can be assigned to that specific meter. So I'm not using it. I'm just using that it is the office, loss, office. So number of unit demand. So I'm assuming that total number of employees in that office is about 15 persons. So now based on this, the value or the unit demand for office, and by multiplying a number of unit demand, the total unit demand base has been calculated. So in this, at this junction, now you can observe this, the demand has been designed. Okay. So you can also control the demand by the demand using a demand control center. You can manually assign a demand by selecting a specific junction by using a demand control center, or you can initialize demand for all elements. So it will initialize the demand for all the junctions. So basically, this is the base demand that you have to calculate by yourself, and then you have to design, or you have to design the using a Pearson polygon method or the unit line method. So the demand calculated based on this method came here and assigned to dead junctions. Okay. So basically, no demand, base demand assigned to this junction. You can also assign a unit demand collection. So we have defined office is about the 30%. So now the demand, base demand has been calculated. You can also define a unit demand control center by using this in order to design a demand to each node. And I want to show you that how to define. So you can also define a unit demands from here by you going to the more, and here you can define different type of the different demands, and you can also create your own library. So this is basically I didn't use that, but I just let me use it. Demand. I want to save it in desktop. Sida bala sanga karti. For example, if you want to create a library for yourself, for example, if this is a shop, rename it shop, and you can design the unit load. So you can search in the internet, and I have given you a book in that you can also find different type of unit load, and you can design here. And you can design that, for example, you are doing for a passenger, person, student, or the customer. So shop basically for a customer. So you can do that for that person as well. Okay, so Norsa Holita sta. Okay, tasta Yoshi. Okay, I want to show you also contours. That, for example, if you want to make a contours of elevation, you can also find the make a contours for a the results for example for a HGL or for a pressures. So you can do that also. So basically, I am first I have to find the minimum maximum elevation. So go to the junction table. These are the elevation. Right click on it and statistics. So the minimum elevation is the 1126 and the maximum elevation is the 1165. So let me copy it. बस so कुछ time dala success pati. सब के मुंग लमड़ियर नाराजी. So now you can observe the contour of this area. Okay, one thing I want to show you, I will save this and I want to open another file. Let me save this also. Close it, all the tabs. Close it as well, close it as well. And now I want to show you something. Okay, I want to show you that, for example, if you did a survey and you want to create a surface in a WaterGEM by directly importing that survey data into the in the WaterGEM. So first you have to go to the model builder. I want to create a new study, and then you have to select a data source type. Is, for example, you have saved the data in Excel. You will have to select. I think it's not showing this. So you should select a specific format in order to get that data. Select on the point data. Basically, I have show you that this basically I randomly created this survey file, so you can use this. Show preview. So you can observe these the XY coordinates and the Z values. So the Z value is basically in meters. The coordinates, the unit of coordinates should be matched with the unit of coordinate that you have make a default. Find the spot elevation. Okay. The key field is the ID field and the FID field. The X field is X. So Y field. And now assign a Z field as a elevation property as a elevation, and the elevation, for example, are in the elevations are elevation values are in the meter. So now click on the next. Would you like to build a model now? Yes, finish. It will synchronize. Okay. Now how to create? Okay. Go to the contours. Click on the spot elevation. Here. Spot elevation. Allowed. So Samana, here is inshallah. I will show you it in a next class. So I forget to show you that how to show it here in a background as a background map. Show. Odrega, हाँ. Contours वाले नखी था. Show to the import شوی دی ها. پونټونه import شوی دی odrega. Okay. So basically what you will do, first of all, you have to create a new study in a model builder. Select a specific source in which you have created your data. Based on that, you will select the data where you have saved your survey data. So based on that, you have to select a specific coordinate system, coordinate unit, and now then just import it into the. So key field should be that field that it should have a unique value for the specific spot data or spot elevation data. So I'm just, first of all, you have to select a spot elevation from here, and then X field. Similarly, X field should match with the X column in the Excel field, where I think I have here. So the X field should match with the X field should match with the X column, and the Y field should match with the Y column, and the Z field should match with the elevation, and the unit should be of that desired unit you are using, or in which you have calculated your elevation or spot elevation data in a survey. Yes, next, and you build a model entire, synchronize it. It will create a points. So the points will be created in your workspace. So then go to the contours, click on the contours, create a new contour study, click on the elevation, and the selection sets are the element added via model builder. So select this, initialize full range. So it will automatically calculate the minimum and maximum value, and you can also give it the index. For example, I'm giving it 4, and this increment or the increment of the contour, and apply. Label height should be 0.5. Apply. So it will make the contours. So by using that contours, you can assign a spot. For example, I want to assign elevation to a nodes. نور سونا اور کوټه کما اېګه دا بس صحیح دی اوس. So if you want to design elevation to each node, then what you will do, you will go to the tracks and select on this model spot elevation and then go to next. So it will calculate automatically the elevation to each node. So that's it for today. So I will inform you about the tomorrow lecture, or maybe I take that lecture on Thursday. So I will inform you that. So the next lecture will be about the pump. So it's a theoretical lecture. I will give you some background knowledge about the pump, and how the pump curves are calculated, and what are the system curves, and how we select the pump for the specific water supply network. And after that, I will practically show you that how to design a pump in a water supply network, and based on that, how to design or the die of your pipes, and how to select a efficient pump for your water supply network, in order to properly manage and minimize the cost of your project. So that's it for it today. So the session is going to end. So bye bye. Assalamu alaikum. څه questions وغیرہ نو کوي شي جی احمد خلیل بھائی لک دا ختمي کی زر question وکینو اوکے زه بیا دا کی question کې څه question نو ګروپ کې وکي صحیح ده السلام علیکم خوشاله اوسئ ډیره مننه